Welcome to Transform Fitness. This is your coach Sandeep Raj. Today is day 1 of this week. I am very excited to be a part of this transformation journey along with you. So without any further delay, let's get started. Today we are working out our chest, triceps and abs. So before we move into the workout, the most important part of any workout is going to be our warm-up. So today we're going to warm up with 2 sets of push-ups and 2 sets of flat bench dumbbell press. So without any delay, let's get started. So for our first warm-up, we're going to do 2 sets of push-ups, 15 reps each. If you're not able to do a push-up, I'm going to show you another variation where you do it with your knees down on the floor. So let's get started without any delay. On the floor, hands on the side, not too wide, not too close, shoulder width, and then do the full range of motion. Breathe out when you contract. So breathing out and exhaling when I'm coming up. Or if you're not able to do those, just get on the ground, on the knees, same action, elbows closed, same breathing. So let's go. We'll start with our first set. So you have your options now. Let's go into our first set. 15 reps. I'm going to do 1 set with the bent knee, 1 set with the full range of motion and full push-up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure your elbows are tucked in and you focus on the stretch and squeeze of your chest only. Don't use your back, only the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that was our first set. Get some rest. We'll jump into our second set. This is just a warm-up, so you don't have to wait too much time. We are just warming up to get that blood flow in the muscle and then get the muscle a bit warmer before we move on to our working set. So without any delay, let's go into our second set. Now the full push-ups. Hands behind your sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that was our first warm-up set for today. We swiftly move on to our second warm-up set, which is a flat bench dumbbell press. So for that, I'm going to choose a weight of 5 kgs or 7.5 kgs. Do not go too much on the weight because this is just the start of the workout and this is still a warm-up going on. So any flat bench will do, and just going to get some water in between. I'm going into my third warm-up set. On the flat bench, make sure that, so before we go into this, 2 major points. Any press, when you're doing for your chest, you have to have your lower back arched and your upper back is resting on the bench. So you're directly working on your chest as opposed to, hunching your back in the whole process. So make sure that your form is right and let's go. 3, and don't flare up your elbows. Keep your elbows nice and tucked in. 3, 2, 1. 15 reps. Third warm-up set. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're done with set number 1. Now in the rest period, I'm going to tell you 3 major points. 1, you're resting on your upper back and not your and your lower back is arched always. Your heel is firmly on the ground. It's not on the bench. It's not like that. So it's completely firmly on the ground. That is when you get the power to push the weight away from the body. Your elbows are not flared up, so you never do this. You always keep your elbows tucked in and push in your natural angle. Do not lock your elbows at the end. It's just a smooth movement. Focus on the stretch and squeeze of the chest, and make sure that whenever you're contracting, you breathe out. So the breathing pattern is so it's very simple. I'm going to do my second warm-up set also with the same weight because I'm just getting warmed up. I don't want to increase too much weight. There's no point of doing too much weight in a warm-up. The whole point of a warm-up is to warm you up, to make sure you're ready and injury-free when you're going into a working set. So without any delay, let's go. Last and final warm-up set. 3, 2, 1, and go. Arch back, elbows to my side. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that was a warm-up. Before I move into the first working set, one major point I want to discuss: whenever you're doing any kind of press on the bench, make sure that your head is rested. Do not keep your neck stiff. It's a habit which I see all the time, but make it a habit to rest your head so that you don't develop too much stress on the cervical spine and your neck. So simple point: make sure your breathing is proper, make sure that your posture is right, make sure that you get the full range of motion. These three things, if they're right, you're sorted. So going on to our first working set now. So first working set is an incline bench dumbbell press. So we are done with our warm-up. Our first working set is going to be an incline dumbbell press. For that, I want you to set up your bench properly first. Let's take an inclination of 15 degrees or maximum 30 degrees, not more than that. So I prefer to have a lesser inclination because it hits an overall chest, and the seat also, I'm going to increase the level so that the angle is 90 degrees, so I get a nice back support. I can keep my lower back arched, rest on my upper back. The fundamentals remain the same, and push with my chest and not with my back. So the push action can be done with your chest and with your back, but we want to avoid completely the usage of our back. So we completely rest on our upper back, constraining the movement of the back so that we can just focus on the stretch and squeeze of our chest. So for the first set, I'm going to take a weight of 7.5. Let's go. Simple. Take position first, nice and sturdy. Lie down on the bench, arch back. Breathing pattern is whenever you contract, you breathe out. So 15 reps, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was the first set for the incline dumbbell press. Take some rest in between the sets. Now, the rest period is important because through the whole program, we want to make sure that we hit each and every set and each and every rep with utmost intensity and proper form and staying away from injuries. So the rest period of 30 seconds to 45 seconds is given so that you rest, recuperate, catch your breath back, because we're just starting the workout, but through the workout, you will be putting yourself in an uncomfortable place, and that is when you grow. So this 30 to 45 seconds is given for that, to keep your mind mentally focused on the exercise, on the form, on learning what is right and what has to be avoided in the gym. And in the meantime, don't forget to hydrate, because as you all know already, or this is some new fact to some people, that 70% of our body is made up of water. So if you want to improve the efficiency of your whole system, make sure the first and most abundant resource in your body is not depleted. So I can't stress the importance of hydration. So we are done with our rest period. Our second set, I'm going to choose a weight of 10. Now, the rep range is given so that you decide your weight depending on the number of reps. If you're a beginner, the weights I'm doing, maybe you can just do the same weights. But if you're somebody who's already lifted and been working out for some time, and your personal best on a chest press is 15 kg, 20 kg or more, you can start the 15 reps. What weight is going to give you those 15 reps? Like 15 reps should be challenging. So choose your weights according to that, and not just, I am doing a certain set and certain denominations. You don't have to do the same. So I wanted to give you that clarity. So you can start with 12.5 or 15 or even more. But make sure that your form is proper. Make sure that your posture is 100% right. And make sure you get full range of motion. These three things, no excuses. So second set, let's go. Same form. This is actually a decline bench, so the bench is like this, but no worries. We have to make use of whatever we have in the gym. Second set, 15 reps, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing, nothing fancy. Stick to the rules and the results will come. So let's take a small break of 30 to 45 seconds. A third and final set for incline dumbbell press. We're going to increase the weight because I'm starting to feel a bit more energetic and warmed up. That's the whole thing. When you do proper things, automatically, if you focus on the exercise, automatically you want to push more weight. You want to break plateau. So that is one thing which helps you to completely transform yourself and not just stick to just the sets and reps. You have to challenge yourself mentally in the gym. That is the main thing which a lot of people forget. So through this program, we are trying to address that, and I'm super happy to be a part of this with you. So without any delay, we're done with our rest period. I'm going to keep talking with you guys in this rest period and giving you some great information. So third set, we'll up the weight a bit, and same thing, 15 reps. Let's go. Same form. Don't forget the basics. Nice and easy. Stable stance. Chest up, arch back, elbows to the side. Exhale while you go up and focus on the contraction of your chest. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and whew. That was our third and final set for the dumbbell press, incline dumbbell press. We're gonna take some rest, 30 to 45 seconds, and move into our second exercise, which is the incline barbell press. Now for this, I'm going to use a Smith machine because sometimes doing it on a free incline bench is not safe. So I personally prefer to do it on the Smith machine, increase strength there, and later you can do it. For me, always you have to make sure that you stay away from injuries as much as possible, because that is when you can train and that is when the whole program works. So We're done with the first one. Let's go on to the second one. I'm gonna have some water. Let's go. Now we're done with our first working set, the incline dumbbell press. Moving on, we go to the incline barbell press. Now for the incline barbell press, I prefer to do it on the Smith machine. If you have an incline setup in your gym, you can use that, but I use this because if I were training alone, you have to make sure that you stay away from injuries. So before you get into heavier weights, there is a support here, natural support, which helps you to rack the weight if there is any kind of overload and you're not able to do those extra reps. So that's why I prefer the Smith machine, but you can even do it on the incline barbell machine. So let's go. We have 2 sets of this, 12 to 15 reps. Let's go without any delay. We're done with our rest. Shoulder width slightly wider than shoulder width. Let's go arch back, same position, heels on the ground. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was our first set. For the second set, I'm going to increase the weight a bit because the first set was relatively easier. 15 rep was easy. That's the reason I'm changing and increasing the weight a bit higher. Take some rest. Get some water in your system. Make sure you're hydrated through your workout and get your mindset back. Catch your breath back. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're done with 2 sets of the incline barbell press. That was easy. We'll get some rest, 30 to 45 seconds in between the sets, and move on to our next one. Let's go. So we're done with our incline barbell press. Moving on to our third exercise. This is going to hit our lower chest. So we're going to use a decline bench. If you don't have a decline bench in the gym, you can use a couple of weight plates to just increase the angle of the base so that the natural inclination is there. But make sure you be safe when you do that. Now, a complete decline angle is the best one. So I'm going to, and make sure that you lock your legs. You have an attachment like this because you have to be able to, you're completely lying down. So it's very important to make sure you keep your glutes tucked into the bench, legs locked, your back arched as usual, upper back is resting on the bench, and your elbows are tucked in, and you use your complete force to do the exercise, the whole movement, and focus on the stretch and squeeze of the chest. So let's go. We're choosing a weight for 12 to 15 reps. So I'm sure that I'm going to get 12 reps with this weight. I'm going to try to hit that 15 reps. That is the whole agenda. Let's go. Lock your legs. Lie down. Arch back. Head on the bench. Elbows tucked in. Shoulders down. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Focus on the stretch and squeeze of your chest. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was set number 1 for decline dumbbell press. Now, if you think that the weight is heavy, when you are on the bench and you finished your 15 reps, just drop the weights. Because this was a lighter weight, I got up. I don't want to give that idea to you that you can just get up, because again, make sure that you are injury free. That is when you can train more. So take a break of 30 seconds, move on to our second set. For this, I'm going to increase the weight. That's the whole goal, and try to get that 15 reps as it is in the program. So before I start this, always make sure you are rested enough and your breath is back to normal pace whenever you start a new set. So same thing, lock your legs, arched back, upper back is resting on the bench, elbows tucked in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that was set number 2, 15 reps. As you saw, I dropped the weight this time because I don't want to injure myself in any way. It's not that I can't get up with the weights, but again, it's very important to make sure you're injury free so that you can train better, recover better, and then use the whole program in a more efficient way. So we're done with set number 2. Last set on this decline bench to hit that lower pec or lower chest. Let's get our breath back. Focus on what muscle we're hitting and be in the complete zone of working out, not thinking about too many other things on your phone. You have to avoid these things to be able to transform yourself completely, and this is something which has to become a habit from day one. So we're done with our rest period. I'm going to increase the weight a bit more and try to get that 12 to 15 reps in the third set also. So without any delay, let's go. Mentally prep yourself. One good technique is visualize that you've already done the set before even you start touching the weight. So you're already confident that you've done the set and it's easier. Let's go. Arch back, upper back resting, elbows tucked in. 3, 2, 1. Set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're done with 3 sets of the decline dumbbell press. Now we take some rest. We re-rack the weights. That's important, guys. You don't want to leave the weights at the same place where you pick it up from, because this space is like a temple. Now if you don't respect this, you don't respect the whole transformation. So make sure that you re-rack the weights. That's the most important, and you burn a little more calories by doing that. So jokes apart, I'm just talking because I need to prep myself for the 4th exercise. I'm going to have some water. Now we're done with the press movements. We started with incline dumbbell press, incline barbell press, and decline dumbbell press. Now we move on to an incline dumbbell fly. For this, I'm going to put the same inclination, 15 degrees to 30 degrees incline, and then lower the seat a bit more so that it's more natural, the angle, so that I can sit more comfortably in this. Choose a weight which I can get 15 to 18 reps, and we have 3 sets of it. So I think I'm going to increase a bit more for this so that I can focus on my middle chest also. So we're done with our rest period. This is exercise number 4, incline dumbbell fly. For this, we're going to start with a lighter weight because this is the first movement of a fly. Now the basics remain the same. You go in, sit firmly. This is going to be your starting position, and the dumbbell is going to be right above your chest, not above your head or not too low. So it's nice and natural angle. Elbow slightly bent and turned outward and not straight. Make sure that it's like imitating a bird flying. So just whenever you stretch, you breathe in, and whenever you contract, you breathe out. So this is the movement. So 3 things to remember: arch back, exhale when you contract, so exhale when you get your hands together, and third thing, don't keep your neck stiff. Rest your neck, focus on the movement, focus on contracting that chest and stretching the chest, because that is where we're working. So without any delay, let's go on to our first set of inclined dumbbell flies. 15 to 18 reps. I'm going to target that 18. So let's go. Legs nice and firm on the ground. Let's go. You don't have to go too much, because again you'll be putting your shoulder into an injury mode. So you're going to keep the range from here to here. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. So this was the first set for the inclined dumbbell flies. Now the major difference between a press and a fly is, in a fly you take the weight away from your body, so your center of gravity is a bit, more dynamic than a press, because in a press your weights are closer to your body, so you can push a bit more weight. But in a fly, do not go crazy on the weights. Start light, get the posture right, get the breathing pattern right, and then move on to heavier weights. Now, done with our rest period, let's start our second set without any delay. This time with a 7.5. Again, the number you choose on the dumbbell depends on the number of reps. So if the exercise says 15 to 18 reps, try to target that 18 and choose your weights according to that. So let's go. Same form, firm base, heels on the ground, dumbbells just above your chest, not too much over the head and not too below. Let's go. Slight bend in the elbow, and that's going to be a constant bend. 1, 2, 3, arch back, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, focus on the squeeze, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more, 2 more, and so that was our second set for the inclined dumbbell flies. I can feel my chest now. I'm sure you guys are also able to feel that. Get some rest. Get your head into the third and final set. Do the set mentally before even you touch the weight. And I'm going to have some water. Catch my breath back. And let's go. We have a last set for our inclined dumbbell fly. This time, going to up the weight one more. Now, if you did not or could not get those 15 to 18 reps in your second set, stick to the same weight, because your form and posture is more important than the weights on the dumbbells. So don't be seeing somebody lifting heavy and just get you can get inspired by them, but then don't be foolish and get injured, because it's your journey and we are doing one day at a time, and we are doing to reach a goal. So we don't want any kind of injuries coming our way, so we stay as far away from injuries as possible, and then as perfect to the form as possible with full range of motion. So third and final set of the inclined dumbbell fly, this time with a 10 kg. I'm going to try to hit those 18 reps in set number 3 also, but not less than 15. So let's go, arch back, dumbbells over the chest, slight bend in your elbow, and that's going to be constant through the movement. Stretch and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2 more. Last one, and we are done. So that was set number 3 done of the incline dumbbell flies. Now we're done with our chest. We take some rest, re-rack the weights, and move on to our second muscle group of the day, which is your triceps. So with these movements of pushing, you're already, the secondary muscle group is your triceps. So that is the reason chest and triceps are clubbed together in this particular program. So you're already warmed up, but still we're going to do a couple of warm-up sets even for the triceps, and then move on to our working set. So we're done with the inclined dumbbell flies. We move on to our next one. Get some rest, catch your breath back, and if you feel the need, hydrate. So this is done. Let's move on to our next one. So we're done with the incline dumbbell flies. Now the next exercise is the bridge between your chest and the triceps. So we're doing a body weight dips. If you can't do a body weight dip, you can use an assisted dip machine and put some resistance just for the support. Now, if you don't have an assisted dip machine in the gym, you can use bands to just put your knee so that the band gives you that extra lift what you need. And let's go. For now, I'm going to do this movement in the assisted dip machine. Before I go into the exercise, 3 things mainly to remember in this exercise are: 1, keep a firm grip and do not engage your wrist. So your wrist is out of the equation. If you're using wrist straps, great. If you're not, focus on keeping the weight, keeping this bar what you're holding on this area. What we do for chest, it remains the same. Number 2, keep your elbows nice and close to the body. I don't want the elbows to flare up, because again, you may go into an injury mode for your shoulders. And number 3, do not go too deep down. Just come till the upper hand is parallel to the ground, and then drive and explode out by squeezing your chest and your triceps. So let's start. You have 3 sets of 15 to 18 reps. Let's go. Set number 1. Back straight. First, start the movement by pushing your shoulders down, elbows close to your body, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and done. That was set number 1. Now, depending on, you can adjust the side handles also. If you're not a person with a wide frame, I would recommend you to go with the slightly lower width of the bars. You can do, however, you can adjust this width depending on your individual body. One more thing before I go into set number 2. Breathing pattern remains whenever you contract. So when you're exploding up, you're contracting your chest and the tricep. So you breathe out, exhale while you come up. So set number 2. Let's go. I'm going to do a closer grip this time, just to show you guys to keep your elbows as close to the body as possible. Shoulders down first, and then parallel to the ground, explode up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, full range of motion. 4, 5, 3, 2, and 1. That was set number 2 of the bodyweight dips. This time we're going to remove the assisted resistance and use our own body weight to do the dips. Now, to increase the intensity and basically to increase the intensity in this exercise, you can add more resistance by having a weighted belt and hanging a dumbbell onto it, or just hold a dumbbell between your legs just to add that extra resistance. So my body weight is around 85 kgs, so good to go. Let's go. Third and final set. Let's have some water. This is the final set, and then we move on to training our triceps. Let's go. Third and final set. I'm going to aim to get those 15 reps at least. Let's go. 3, shoulders down. 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and done. So we're done with this. Let's get some rest, have some water, catch our breath back, and move on to working out our tricep. Let's go. Now we are done with our chest completely. Moving on to our second working muscle of the day, triceps. So we start again with a warm-up, a slight warm-up, 2 sets of incline dumbbell extensions. Now the inclination should not be more than 30 degrees, so I'm choosing an inclination of 15 degrees, which is the first angle. And again, a lighter weight to start with because this is just a warm-up set. So we go into the movement without any delay. Same basics, heel on the ground, firm base, arch back, maybe slightly move a bit back so that you can get a complete range of motion. Pull. Now your dumbbells are above your head and not above your chest. Just focus on keeping the elbows as close to each other as possible. Bend only the elbows, no movement in the shoulder. Complete stretch of the tricep, nothing else. Arch back and push up. 1, 2. Make sure your elbows are not coming out like that. Keep it close and focus only on your triceps. 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, we are resting for 30 seconds. In between this, I'm going to tell you 3 important points for this. Make sure that when you're lying down, you're focusing on your tricep by keeping your hand right above your head, focusing on only bending the elbow and not moving the shoulder joint at all. Only your stretch and squeeze of the tricep is happening in this angle. So the hand movement is going to be like that. Elbows are going to stay as close as possible, and make sure that you don't do half reps. Completely bend and completely stretch. Don't lock your hands at the top. So these are the 3 things again. And the breathing technique is whenever you contract, you breathe out. So we're contracting when you're getting up, to breathe out when you're pushing the weight up. Simple. Let's go on to our second warm-up set for triceps. Same weight. I'm not going to increase the weight. Let's go. Head rested. We don't want any stress in our neck. Arch back, heels on the ground. Let's go. Elbows closed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're done with our warm-up. The whole point, I just moved a bit further down the bench is that I can get the complete range of motion, because if my head is here, there is a possibility of the dumbbell hitting the bench. That's the only reason. So we're done with our warm-up for triceps. Now moving on to our first working set, which is a straight arm cable push down. So we're done with this. Let's start working out our triceps. Let's go. Now we're done with the warm-up, incline bench, dumbbell extensions. Now the first exercise for the triceps is going to be a cable overhead extension. Now for this, I'm going to use a rope, but you can use either a rope or a straight bar. Doesn't make a difference. The rope just gives you that extra contraction, so I like to use the rope. Choose a weight which you can do 12 to 15 reps for the first set. We have 3 sets of this, so without any delay, let's get started. You take the rope, hold it firmly with your hand, 1 foot ahead so that you can have a stable stance. Elbows pointed forward and close to your ears as much as possible, and then your shoulder joint is locked. You don't move the shoulder joint through the movement. This is locked. Only thing is focus on the stretch and contraction of the tricep. Let's go. 15 reps. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Focus on the contraction of the tricep and extension. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're done with set number 1. For set number 2, I'm going to increase the weight slightly because the 15 reps in set number 1 were quite easy for me. 3 things to remember in this is keep your elbows as close to your ears as possible. Shoulder joint is locked, and when you're contracting, move the rope or move your palms away from each other That way you get maximum contraction in your tricep. Now take some rest of 30 to 45 seconds and we move on to the second set. 15 reps. I've already increased the weight and let's go. One more thing to remember in this exercise is that do not move too much ahead and lock your torso and keep your core tight throughout the exercise. For our second set, we're done with the rest, so let's dive into our second set. Same thing, take the weight, one step forward, stable stance, elbows pointed forward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that was our second set. Now, one more important point before I move on to the next set and the last final set is that whenever you do your cable extension, make sure that you breathe out when you're contracting. So you're breathing out when you're contracting, breathe out when you extend your hand and contract the tricep. So for a third and final set, we're going to increase the weight slightly more because again, 15 reps was a bit easy. Now I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can get those 12 to 15 reps with this weight. 30 to 45 seconds rest in between sets. Have some water. Catch your breath back. This is our first exercise for our triceps. And let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Core tight, elbows pointed forward. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you get the complete range of motion. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That was our third and final set. We're done with exercise number 1 for triceps. We move on to the next one, which is a straight bar cable push down. For that, we're going to change the attachment from a rope to a straight bar. And this time, because it's a push down, you can slightly go a bit heavier than your overhead because this time your center of gravity is close to your body because the weight is close to the body. Now, for the cable extension in the rest period, I'm going to show you the form. So, focus. You have to hold the bar so the bar has to be in this part of your hand because that avoids any kind of wrist movement and any kind of injury because of you are completely removing the wrist from the equation by holding and keeping the bar here. So just focus on pushing the bar down and contracting your tricep, and when you're coming up, full range of motion and focus on the stretch of the tricep. Let's go. We're done with the 30-second rest. Now for this, I'm going to stay as close to the machine as possible. Pull my shoulders down, lock them in this position. This is my starting position, and I exhale when I'm pushing the bar down and contracting my tricep. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice and slow. 6, constant tension. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, 3 things to remember in this exercise. Elbows are as close to the body as possible. Your shoulders don't move through the exercise, so you don't keep your shoulders shrugged in. Always keep your chest up, back tight, and shoulders down. Focus only on the contraction of the tricep. Let's take some rest, have some water, and catch your breath back. We move on to set number 2. For this, I'm going to increase the weight slightly because again, 15 reps were easy. This is my second set. We're done with the rest. Let's go. This is our second exercise for triceps and second set. We have one more set after this. So, same form, back straight, pull the weight down, as close, draw it as close to the body as possible. Weight on the hand at this position. We are removing the wrist from the equation by doing that. Shoulders down. Let's go. 1. Just focus on the contraction and the stretch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was set number 2. We have one last set. Just get some rest, 30 to 45 seconds. And once you're ready, we jump into the third set. Now for the third set again, I'm going to increase the weight slightly more because 15 reps were a bit easy. I'm going to challenge myself in the third and final set of my cable straight bar push down. So let's take some rest, catch our breath back, and we move into the exercise. Now, in between, you can just stretch your triceps. Stretching always is a good way to get some more blood flow in the muscle, and also, just focusing on the contraction. You avoid a lot of cramping which comes with contraction. So let's go. 15 reps, easy, same form, hands on the bar. Let's go. Pull down, start the movement. 1, 2, full range of motion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that set was a bit challenging, so the weight I chose was proper for my rep range. So choose the weight according to your rep range. The first set need not be the heaviest, but as you progress into the second and the third set, try to challenge yourself, keeping the form. Do not compromise on the form. That is the most important thing in an exercise. Breathe properly. When you contract, you exhale. So you push down while you are exhaling. So that concludes the straight bar cable push down. We're done with this. We move on to the next one. Get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one. We're done with the majority part of our workout. We're done with the straight bar cable push downs. 3 sets. Now, for our final exercise of the triceps, we move on to a seated dumbbell extension. Now here, we're going to use a single dumbbell. So first, let me explain you the form, and then let me go into the exercise. Sit a bit, move your base a bit away from the backrest so that you can rest your upper back. Take a dumbbell in your hand. Make sure you hold it firmly. Either you can hold the bar, the bar in the dumbbell, or you can hold the top part of it. I would recommend you to hold it in a diamond position, and then keep your elbows as close to each other as possible. Go down as much as you can by bending your elbows, and then come up without straightening your elbow joint completely. Keep a constant tension in the muscle, and breathing pattern is going to be breathe out when you contract, so breathe out when you get up. So I'm going to choose a weight of 12.5 because it's a single weight and we have 12 to 15 reps. So depending on the reps, you choose your weight. Again, starting exercise, feet on the ground, lift the weight and rest your upper back, elbows close to your ears. Do not flare your elbows out. Make sure you have a straight back. Breathe in when you go down. Stretch your triceps. Breathe out when you come up and contract. 1, 2, 15 reps of this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again, make sure that your posture is right, your breathing pattern is right, and you get the complete range of motion. I don't want you to do half reps just like this, because again, you'll put extra load on your joint, which is a complete no. So, done with the first set. We have one more set of this. For this, because it was an easy set, I'm going to increase the weight a bit more for the same amount of reps. Let's take 30 seconds of break. We're already done with 15 seconds in our conversation. So, this is going to be the last set of triceps. I'm going to mentally prepare myself. We move on to abs after this. We have lying leg raises after this. So, finish off the triceps. Last set, best set. Let's go. Arch back, feet on the ground, elbows close to your ears. 1, exhale when you go up and contract. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That was triceps done and dusted. We're done with the chest. We're done with our triceps. I know you guys are feeling the burn in the muscle. We're done with the exercises. Now we move on to a bit of core training, because today we're hitting abs also. So the first exercise is going to be a lying leg raise. For that, we're going to do it on the ground. Get a mat or any clean surface. Make sure that you hold something with your hands, or if that is going to be tough, keep your hands under your hips and then we'll start the movement. So get some rest. We move on to the next one. I'm going to hydrate myself. Last 2 exercises of the day. Now we are done with our triceps and the chest. We move on to our abs. The first exercise we're doing here is going to be 3 sets of your lying leg raises. Now on the floor, get a mat, lie down, legs together, place your hands under your hips and make sure that you don't bend your knee while doing the movement. You exhale when you come up, you inhale while you're going down, and make sure you don't touch your feet again on the ground as much as possible. Keep these 3 things in mind. Let's go. We have 3 into 15 reps of this exercise. Let's go. 2, 3. Make sure you lift your torso. 4 off the ground in every rep. 5, 6, 7. Keep your core tight while you're doing it. Nice and easy. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was set number 1 of the lying leg raises. We did 15 reps. Make sure that whenever you're doing your abs, your complete core is tight before you even start the exercise, and then when you move up and you contract your core, you squeeze. That's when you breathe out. So breathing pattern has to be right, and get some rest, 30 seconds, have some water if you feel the need to. Let's move on to our second set. I'm well rested, so without any further delay, again, you can even hold something in your hands here if you want to keep your hands above your head, but I prefer to start the movement by keeping my hands either on my sides or under my hips. And let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, lift your torso every rep. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was our second set. I'm going to do some stretch before I go into my third and final set. For that, I'm going to come on my knees, chest up, breathe with your stomach, and try to stretch that lower abs by keeping your back straight. Usually, this stretching in between exercises will avoid a lot of cramping, and you keeping yourself hydrated again will keep the body cramping away from the system. Now, third and final set. I know you guys are completely tired, but we have one more set of this, and we have another exercise for our core. So let's go. We're doing a 3-way plank after this. So let's finish the third set and move on to that. Let's go. Same thing, same position. Hands under your hips. Let's go. Breathe out. Exhale while you squeeze your abs and pull your torso off the ground. Straight legs. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh! So, we're done with our 3 sets of lying leg raises. Now, moving on to the second and final exercise of the day. I know you guys are tired, but we finished 3 sets of this, and it's a 3-way plank. So we're going to do a normal plank, right side and left side plank. So we start off with, so first of all, I'm going to tell you how to do a proper plank, because I see a lot of people in the gyms doing it wrong. Whenever you do a plank, the first and most important thing is that your elbow is in front of your shoulder. That is when your core takes all the burden. When your shoulder is in front of your elbow, that is when your shoulder joint is supporting you. If you want to win a competition doing who holds the maximum amount of time, you can use this trick. But then when you're wanting to build that core strength, always make sure that your shoulder is behind your elbow. So we start our first, and make sure that you hold the plank in the proper form as much as you can. Try to hit that 45 seconds to 1 minute to start with, and through the weeks try to increase your own personal best time. So Let's start. We start with the first normal plank. Feet off the, lift your body off the ground as straight as possible. Your hips don't come up or slacken. You kind of maintain a nice straight body and keep your core tight all the time and breathe. Don't forget to breathe and don't hold your breath in order to hold more amount of time. So these are the 3 main points to remember whenever you're doing a plank. Let's start. 3, 2, 1 and go. Elbow is in front of my shoulder, legs together, holding it as much as you can. Breathing normally. My triceps are completely done, so you can see the shiver in my body. It's okay if you do that. Try to hold as much as you can. And done. Now we move on to the second one, which is a side plank. For that, again, your shoulder is behind your elbow as usual. Same thing in a side angle. Either your hand stays down for extra support or you can raise it up. Keep your body straight. As much hold as you can. Keep your core tight and your obliques tight, and you can feel the tightness in my muscle. Breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. Hold as much as you can. We're done with the second one. Same thing on your left side. Body remains straight. Core as tight as possible. As much as you can. This is something which has no reps, so hold as much as you can every set. So that was a 3-way plank. We have 2 more sets of this. Let's take some rest and make sure you recollect all the points before you move into your second set. So I'm going to have some water. 2 more sets, guys. Let's go. Let's finish this day on a high note. Get that energy. And 3, 2, 1 and go. First the normal plank. Shoulder behind the elbow. Body as straight as possible. Breathe. Keep your spine neutral. That is one more thing. Don't keep your head too above or don't slacken. Keep a nice and neutral spine. As much as you can hold. Move on to the side plank. Right side first. Take position. Shoulder behind the elbow. If you're not able to hold like that, I want you to keep on the ground and just take a slight support from your left hand and maximum keep your core and obliques tight. Don't forget to breathe again. Same thing on your left. Keep your body nice and straight. Either keep your hand up. If you can't, then keep it down. Take some support with your right hand this time if you want to, but make sure that your obliques are completely tight. Breathing pattern, same thing. Normal. Don't breathe too fast. Don't hold your breath. So, last and final set of the day. I know you guys are wanting to have your post-workout shake or post-workout meal, but one more set and we are done for the day. So, I'm going to have some water. The best way to do the last set is that just forget whatever you're done for today. Just think that you're just starting your workout. I know that's tough, but sometimes mentally prepping is more important than anything else. So I'm just thinking that this is my first set. Let's go. Full energy. Let's go. Same form, same breathing pattern. Hold as much as you can. Glutes tight, core tight. Go. As much as you can. Second one. Let's go right side. Easy, guys. Same thing. Last variation. Last set. 100% proper form. That's the key. Easy, as much as you can. Oh, so that was it for today. Chest, triceps and abs done and dusted. I'm going to have some water, have my post-workout meal and get some rest, prep myself for the next day. So I'll see you on the next day where we hit our back and biceps. Until then, keep lifting, keep transforming.